I felt so alone, so despairing when Jesus was taken, and I denied knowing him, just as he said I would. For the whole of that Sabbath we had hidden ourselves, each of us carrying our own guilt and shame. So I could hardly believe it when Mary Magdalene burst into the room, telling us the tomb was empty. Jesus' body was no longer there. John and I raced to the garden where the Lord's body had been laid. Of course, John is younger and fitter than I, so he got there before me. But I was the one who entered the tomb first. The grave clothes had been laid out carefully, but Jesus had gone. Some memory stirred in me that he had told us that he must die and that he would rise again after 3 days. I asked myself, could that be true? Could it be that he's alive, that he has risen?
After Peter and John had left, I remained alone in the garden. There was so much to take in. Could someone have stolen the body of Jesus? But how had they rolled away the heavy stone from the mouth of the tomb? As I stood weeping, I was aware of 2 figures in white. They asked me why I was crying. I heard someone repeat the question, someone I assumed to be the gardener. I begged him to tell me where the body of Jesus had been taken. And then I heard his voice, just a simple Mary. But I knew without doubt that it was Jesus. His voice was unmistakable. Despair turned to joy. I was caught up in his transforming love.
And so Jesus appeared to 2 travelers, a man called Cleopas and his companion, on their return from Jerusalem to Emmaus. We haven't heard of them before, nor do we hear of them again. Yet they are amongst the voices that testify to the resurrection of Jesus. We might ask why Jesus appeared to them. Just ordinary folk as far as we can gather. We know that Jesus was on their mind as they walked, because we read that they were talking about the recent events when Jesus joined them, though they didn't recognize him. But there was something in the way he spoke that made them urge him strongly to remain with them instead of continuing his journey. Indeed, after they had realized that it was Jesus who had walked and broken bread with them, they acknowledged that their hearts had been burning within them. Could it be that Jesus appeared to others that day, but they failed to recognize him? Perhaps their minds were occupied with other thoughts. Could it be that the living Christ is speaking to us today? Pray to God that we might recognize his voice and listen to his words, that our hearts might burn bright within us too.